Hey guys, welcome to MixCoach Insider episode 8. We're here today and we're just going to talk about some of the new stuff we've got. We've got a tip about a B3 or amp isolation. We'll show you that in a little bit, but tell us about some of the announcements. We've got a new session up this month.
Oh yeah, it's a guy named Ben Parker. He's 14 years old, and he's a phenomenal guitar player, great writer, great singer. The thing about this session that's different than all the rest of them is that this session was just mixed. I just mixed these, and as a matter of fact, we're working on 3 more songs next week on him. And this is going to be a guy he's an up-and-coming artist. So if you get in on this mix, and you could be riding on the coattails of somebody who's really going to make it big. So I would encourage everybody to go and download the session and mix it. It's fun stuff. You listen to it, right?
Yeah, it's good stuff. I love it. And he's like, I was really surprised about his playing, his writing, and everything for being a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think you were engineering when he played the guitar on it, and to be honest with you, he blew me away.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a really good guitar player. All of the lead guitar, all the solo stuff is him, and the rest of it is stuff that we put together.
Awesome. But, so we got some other stuff. We've got a meet and greet webinar coming up.
Yep. I scheduled, for the time being anyway, next Thursday, which is, I think it's next Thursday. And the date will be in the comments below or in the section below. But next Thursday we're having a meet and greet. Basically it's for members that are existing and new members that want to check out what MixCoach is. What we may do is, it's not really that formatted yet, but what we may do is kind of show everybody around the website, get to know each other, kind of, chat it up a little bit, and, just
have some fun.
Have some fun,
Yeah, absolutely. We've also got some new site features that you've been telling me about, and you can go ahead and talk a little bit about those.
Well, one of them is the forum. We're able to now upload songs directly to the forum, MP3s to the forum, and not a Dropbox link, because it's just more tidy if it's all in there, because you have the option to download it and everything right there in the forum. So I would encourage you guys to go ahead and start using that feature because it's pretty cool. Member resource page.
Yeah.
Tunes mentioned that he would like to have a place on the forum to where you could mention books, videos, and everything. Instead of them being scattered all through the forum, there would be a page that's like, so we can help each other out. Hey, here's a great article on this, or here's another great website that you can check out. So we put, I think it's called, I forgot what I called the...
I don't remember either. I don't have it written down.
I think it's called Member Resources.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's on the web. It's on the forum right there in the top, and we'll put a link under the show notes here.
You were also talking about there was another one. Norman actually mentioned that he wanted a place where you could talk about non-MixCoach related things, and you created a place on the forums for that as well.
Yeah, I do remember the name of that one.
Yes.
It's called MixCoach Meetups, and that's just a place that we can go and chat about the weather or your kids or anything that's not related to mixing per se, because I feel this there's this bond that's happening between all the guys on MixCoach, and we're all it feels like we're all buddies now, and so when you get past all the what do you do for a living sort of questions, you get beyond that, and this is a chance to get on there and chat it up with the other guys.
Yeah. Some forum topics that I noticed and pulled out this month. Bill McDonald posted a cool topic with some really cool discussion about 3 dimensions of sound space, and he was talking about the first dimension being like the panorama, and the second being amplitude and frequency, and the third being depth. And there's some cool discussion going on about how to get depth and how to these different dimensions. Oh. So I thought that was a pretty cool topic there. There was another one. Steve Borden created a topic, and it was called. Let me see, what was it called there? He just had some good books on mixing listed, and he kind of did that. And he said it was in the spirit of your producing versus consuming, or producing and consuming webinar. It was like the last webinar we did. And then Stone Walters also posted a mix on there. He wants to talk about. He wants to get some feedback on a mix. Okay. And you go ahead and get on there and get in all these discussions and yeah.
Well, if I can mention one other thing that we're going to try to implement, I think I can't remember exactly who said this, but it's a really good way to do it. Like when you post a mix, to comment on mixes too. Don't try not to just put your mixes up there and expect everybody to to comment on it, because it's kind of a pay it forward thing. I tripped over my tongue there. It's kind of a pay it forward thing. So if you can, when you post a mix, if you can listen to some other guys' mixes and check it out too. So head over and check out Stone's mix on there. I'm going to head over there now too.
Yeah, absolutely. The new members since last time.
Those names look pretty pronounceable. You want to give it a go?
They do. I haven't practiced. But
I think you should do it.
But okay, we've got Scott Rennie, or Rennie?
I would probably say Rennie.
Rennie.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark Donahue. Yeah, Donahue. Steve Protzman and Adam Borden.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. We're really glad you're here. And
high five.
Yeah, virtual high five. Looking forward to connecting with you on the forum and listening to your mixes.
Absolutely.
So, I had a tip. The tip that I was going to give. This is a tip. I was cutting tracks yesterday, and we haven't already talked about this, have we?
No.
Okay. I cut tracks 2 days ago, actually, and I was recording a Leslie, big B3 and Leslie. And when we put it out there and mic'd it with a stereo mic, it's too much room sound. So I put together a tip together. I put a tip together for you. I'll learn to talk in a minute. You have trouble pronouncing names, and I'm just having trouble talking.
Yeah.
But there's a tip I just put together for you. Check it out. Hey, this is Kevin with MixCoach. I want to show you a little trick that I did yesterday that will allow you to subdue any room sounds with just very little or no money. Yesterday I was cutting tracks, and I was cutting this B3, this Leslie here, and it's really loud in the room, and I had it in my garage, which my garage is all cement floors and flat ceilings, and it's a big room. And we noticed that when we put this NT5, Rode NT5, it's a stereo mic right here, that we were getting quite a bit of room sound. So I was playing McGyver, and here's what I did. I'm going to show you how you can subdue those sounds. We had a boom stand like this that was set straight up across, and then this is a moving blanket, which I like this moving blanket because when I move stuff around, or if I need to cover up something, say a kick drum, this is nice to have around. This may be $10, but you may have a blanket on your bed that'll work too. I just draped it over this, and then I put, just make sure that it's even, and then I put it in front of it, which was enough. If you can see how close that is, it was just enough to kind of get rid of the room sound. If you wanted to go one step further with it, what you can do is pull it a little closer, pull this up, and just this is a disaster. Just drape it over the organ like this. Now, you can do this with a guitar amp or whatever you want to, but if you want to try to tighten up the sound and get some of the room out of it, this would be a good way to go. Okay, so that tip was for B3. That's how we was actually using it for B3, but let me tell you some more tricks that you can use with that. I've actually, in the studio that I just cut that video in, I've had, as small as that room is, I've had like 4 or 5 musicians in there, mandolin player, guitar player, a banjo player, and I used that trick with the mic stand and the blanket to actually put around some of the musicians to kind of, and it works remarkably well. So hopefully you can use that with a Leslie if you've got one, an amp, or even an acoustic guitar if you want to lessen the sound, if you want to dampen the sound of the room.
Absolutely.
But that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in to MixCoach
Insider
episode
8.
What a team. See you later.